Now we are live. So we are dealing with a second unit, which is random variable and probability distribution. We are done with the part random variables. We are good with discrete random variable as well as continuous random variable. That are probability functions. For the discrete, it is known as the probability mass function. For the continuous, it is known as the probability density function. We are good with its cumulative distribution function for the discrete as well as for the continuous. The cumulative distribution function is denoted by capital F of x. The probability function is denoted by small f of x. We are good with all these things, and we had gone through some of the word problems related to that also. Now, for spatial probability distribution, we were in need of some of the measures of central tendency, which is mean, median, and mode. And then after we will be dealing with measures of dispersion, that is standard deviation and variance like that. So ये बात हम already कर चुके हैं. What is arithmetic mean for the discrete? What does arithmetic mean for the continuous random variable? Let me go through it quickly, as I had already discussed this part in our previous lab. For the continuous, for the discrete random variable, the mean is labeled with, is denoted with mu or E of x. That E of x is expectation, or you can say mathematical expectation. That is what we just need to multiply x with its respective probability, and we'll be taking the sum of that. Okay, so by that way we can identify the mean, or you can say mathematical expectation, or you can say just expectation. And instead of, if we are dealing with the xi, instead of xi, if we are dealing with a function related to that random variable, then that particular function will be there. Is it? So this is a story related to mean for the discrete. Similarly, if we are dealing with the continuous random variable, then instead of dealing with the summation, we will be dealing with integration. And the rest of things will be seen. For the random variable, might be if we are having one of the interval, or if we are having a function, then agar function hoga to phi of x will be there. If we are having a interval, then it will be x over there. Okay, which we had already discussed. Now these are some of the properties. This is very, very important. Take care for this. एक बात काफी अच्छी तरीके से दिमाग में होनी चाहिए. For the mid-semester examination, as we just discussed, might be there will be MCQ. So if there is a MCQ type of questions in the mid-sem examination, then you guys are quite mature to understand a kind of questions I'm gonna include in the paper. Is it? So these are some of the properties related to mean. Expectation of any constant number will be constant. That constant, once again, expectation of x, that means a random variable plus constant, it will be E of x plus that constant. Expectation of, if that random variable is multiplied with one of the constant, then that constant will remain as it is, and we'll be finding the expectation of that random variable. Now, instead of, despite of whether it is continuous or discrete. Yes, who is there? Yes, Vibhusha. You had just unmute yourself. कुछ बात करना है आपको, Vibhusha? Vibhusha, I'm getting a disturbance from your side, Vibhusha Rabadia. If you don't want to share anything, then please mute yourself. Okay, thank you, Vibhusha. So let's move ahead with the simplification. Expectation of ax plus or minus b. Following both that together, all three together, it will be a e of x plus or minus b. Is it? So these are some of the properties related to mean. This is very, very important, and I'd already shared all this presentation, all these PPTs with you guys. Okay, so you may go through it as many times as you want. Then after median, the median for the discrete random variable. To identify the median, we were dealing with the cumulative distribution function. That means capital F of x to identify the median, we were dealing with capital F of X. That capital F of X is cumulative distribution function, and we were interested the value of X where capital F of X is exactly half. जहां पे capital F of X की value, that means cumulative distribution function की value half हो रही है, exactly 0.5 हो रही है, that value of X, that particular value of X is known as a median. Is it? That particular value of X is known as a median. And if we are not having exactly half in the cumulative distribution function, then we will be dealing with two different values. Those who are approaching half, exactly half से छोटी एक value हम लेंगे, exactly half से बड़ी एक value हम लेंगे, उससे थोड़ी सी बड़ी, उससे थोड़ी सी छोटी, and we'll be taking the average of both of that random variables, and that average will be known as a median. Is it now? Hopefully ये आपको याद है. Let me show median for the discrete, median for the continuous. Let me resolve from the slide. Yes, the median is the point which divides the entire distribution into two equal parts. If X is a discrete random variable, then the value of X equals to X for which the cumulative distribution function is exactly half. That value of X is called median, as I just discussed before this particular slide. And if we are not able to identify such X कि जिसके लिए cumulative distribution function exactly half हो रहा है, ऐसा कोई X नहीं मिल रहा है, if we are not able to identify such X, if that X is not exist, then what we will be taking care? For the median, we will be taking the average of two random variables. अब ये दो random variable कैसे decide करने? Both these random variable will be decided using the cumulative distribution function. Once again, we'll be taking care one of the random variable who is exactly less than half, and the other random variable X whose cumulative distribution function is exactly greater than half. Okay, so half से बिल्कुल छोटी एक वैल्यू, हाफ से बिल्कुल बड़ी एक वैल्यू, इन दोनों की एवरेज लेंगे. देखिए कैपिटल F of X के साथ डील नहीं करेंगे, we will be just dealing with X, that means a random variable. Okay, and by taking average of both of that, we'll be able to identify the median. Now similar concept will be there for the continuous random variable, but for that we'll be taking care for the integration. We need to divide all that distribution into two parts. उसमें जो भी distribution है उसको दो equal part में divide करना है. Suppose my distribution is a normal distribution and I'm having a bell shape, then I need to divide that distribution into two equal parts कि जैसे कि इस particular region का area जो half निकले, इस area, the rest of area is also half. We need to identify one of the value which divides this whole region into two parts, two equal parts, and that particular value is known as M. That M stands for the median. Is it? That was the concept related to the median for the continuous random variable. कैसे हमने define किया था? Let me show you. But for that, before, let me erase this particular. Wait. Yes. That was the story. I'll be dealing with the integration A to M or M to B, A to M or M to B, and both that integration must be equals to half. If I'm able to identify such M, then that M will be known as a median. क्या किया यहाँ पे हमने, वो पूरा जो पार्ट है उसको हमने पूरा जो रीजन है उसको दो पार्ट में डिवाइड किया, और दोनों का एरिया इक्वल होना चाहिए, सेम होना चाहिए. पूरा एरिया 1 है, हमको पता है. If we want to divide that particular whole region into two equal parts, then surely one of the region must have the half. Both of that region must have the area half. So A to M, M to B, या तो ये भी ले सकते हैं A to M, या तो M to B भी ले सकते हैं, and that must be equals to half. By that way, we can identify the median M. Is it? Are we clear with this? याद आ गया? ये हमने डिस्कस किया था. Reply over the chat box. Are you guys clear with this? Are you guys clear with this? निधि, क्या एक निधि अटेंड करेगी क्या? बाकी के सारे सो रहे हो क्या? मेघना, निधि, बस 2-3, ईशा, प्रदीप, शिवम, बाकी के कहेंगे अर्पित, भारती, या सुशील, हितेश. Good. So we are good with the median, hopefully. Let's okay. Mode आप कोई बताइए, आप में से कोई बता दीजिए जल्दी से, unmute करके. What we had discussed for the mode. which value of x equals to x will be known as, for the, if I'm dealing with a discrete random variable, then which of the value will be known as x? कोई बताएगा मुझे? Which of the value x will be known as a mode? Sorry, who will able to recall this for all of us? कोई एक बता दीजिए जल्दी से, मोड कैसे डिसाइड कर रहे थे? Let me choose the person from the audience randomly. Isha, will you? Isha, आप बता पाएंगी बेटा? हाँ ना बोल दीजिए जल्दी से. Isha, you guys are waiting. Isha, Dadania. Yes बेटा.
Yes.
हाँ बेटा,
Yes,
मोड
sir.
कैसे डिसाइड कर रहे थे बता दीजिए जल्दी से.
सर वो याद नहीं है मुझे, सॉरी.
रुक जा बेटा. देख, मैंने एक ऐसा एग्जांपल लिया था 2 3 3 5 7 9. If these are the frequency, these are the values of x, तो इसमें से मोड कौन सा है ये तुझे पता चलेगा. 3. Why 3 is the mode? You are correct, 3 is the mode.
क्योंकि
हाँ बोल बेटा.
क्योंकि वो 2 बार रिपीट हो रहा है.
अगर मैं यहाँ पे 9 एक बार ऐड कर दूं तो अब मोड क्या होगा? I had added 9 at the last. अब मोड क्या है बेटा? 3 है, 9 है, 7 है, 5 है, क्या है मोड?
दोनों होगा.
Yes,
3 और
correct.
9.
3 is also mode, 9 is also mode. अब यहाँ पे मैं एक 3 और एक ऐड कर रहा हूँ बेटा. Once again I am adding 3 over there. तब मोड क्या होगा?
3.
Only 3, is it? Good.
Yes.
So mode का मतलब क्या है? We are interested in one of the observation whose frequency is greater, is it ना? Whose frequency is highest.
Greater.
Now,
yes.
Right now we are dealing with probability distribution. That means we are dealing with the probabilities. So we will be interested in value of x, in the value of random variable x, whose probability is highest, greater. जिसकी probability सबसे ज्यादा है, जिस random variable x की probability सबसे ज्यादा है, that x will be known as a mode. As simple as that. यही तो बात की थी हमने. Let me show you. For the discrete, yes. The mode is the value of discrete random variable x for which the probability is maximum. बहुत simple सा है. To calculate mode, what we will be doing? Calculate the probability distribution and identify x equals to x for which p of x is maximum. क्या करना है? बहुत छोटी सी बात है. If we're dealing with the continuous random variable, then we'll be dealing with probability distribution. Probability distribution कैसे बनाते हैं हमको पता है. We'll be dealing with one of the table in which we'll be labeling all the distinct values of x, which x can take, x can assume, और उसकी probability हम identify करेंगे. Suppose उसकी probability, the probabilities are 1 by 8, 3 by 8, 3 by 8, and 1 by 8. Now this is a probability distribution. अब यहाँ से सिर्फ ऑब्जर्व करके ही बताना है ईशा, किसकी प्रोबेबिलिटी सबसे ज्यादा है इन सब में से. 1 by 8, 3 by 8, 3 by 8, 1 by 8. इन सब में से सबसे बड़ा नंबर कौन सा होगा? Surely it will be 3 by 8, is it? So 1 and 2, 3 by 8 is probability related to 1 as well as 2. So 1 and 2 both is known as a mode for this distribution. अगर यहाँ पे कुछ अलग होता, सपोज की मैं थोड़ा सा चेंज कर दूं, यहाँ पे होगा शायद 4 by 8 होता, 1/2, तो ये probability distribution नहीं, but just for the example, just for the sake of example, if this value is 4 by 8, that means half, then our mode will be only 2, is it? So this is the way we can identify the mode for the probability distribution. We are just gonna take care about the x as well as p of x. जहाँ पे p of x की वैल्यू सबसे ज्यादा है, उस x को, not that p of x. यहाँ पे 3 by 8 is not the mode. Take care. 1 is the mode. Okay. So for just x के लिए probability सबसे ज्यादा है, उस x को हम बोलेंगे mode. This is what I had written over here. To calculate the mode, calculate the probability distribution, and identify the value of x equals to x for which p of x is maximum. Similarly, now if we want to deal with a continuous random variable, then we need to deal with the second derivative test also. Why? Because for the continuous random variable, we will be not able to list out all the values of x. X की सारी value p of x हम list out नहीं कर पाएंगे. क्यों? Because we will be dealing with the interval. तो interval में तो infinite values है. So that is the problem. We will be not able to deal with a kind of table. अगर हम यहाँ पे टेबल बना सके तो हम आइडेंटिफाई कर सकते हैं कि किसके लिए वैल्यू प्रोबेबिलिटी सबसे बड़ी है. If we can do that, then surely we can recognize our mode from that data. But if we are dealing with the continuous random variable, तो उसके लिए तो ऐसा टेबल नहीं बनता बेटा. तो क्या करना है? For the continuous random variable, what we will be doing to identify the mode, we will be taking help from the derivative test. वो कैसे करना है? देखिए, सिंपल सी बात तो ऐसी होगी कि मोड क्या है बेटा. वी आर लुकिंग फॉर वन ऑफ द वैल्यू कि जिसकी प्रोबेबिलिटी सबसे ज्यादा है. एज इट सपोज दिस इज माय डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ग्राफ सपोज, तो देख सकते हैं कि दिस इज द पिक. इज इट यहाँ पे इफ दिस इज रैंडम वेरिएबल x एंड दिस इज प्रोबेबिलिटी फॉर दैट x ऑन द y एक्सिस, तो अगर मोड आपको आइडेंटिफाई करना है तो पता है, देखिए दिस इज द पिक. इस वैल्यू x की इस वैल्यू के लिए प्रोबेबिलिटी सबसे बड़ी है. देन दैट वैल्यू, दिस वैल्यू इज नोन एज माय मोड. बिकॉज मोड मीडियन जो भी है हम आइडेंटिफाई तो x में से ही कर रहे हैं. अब यहाँ पे वो वैल्यूज लेनी है, वो x आइडेंटिफाई करना है कि जिसके लिए प्रोबेबिलिटी सबसे बड़ी है. देख सकते हो कि दिस इज द हाईएस्ट. यहाँ पे अगर आप आइडेंटिफाई करो तो उससे बड़ी है ये. यहाँ पे आइडेंटिफाई करना चाहो तो उससे भी बड़ी है ये. So this is my mode. But how we can do for the continuous part? To calculate mode, find x which satisfy the condition. We need to find some x who's gonna satisfy the following condition, that उसका first derivative जो है वो 0 होना चाहिए और second derivative जो है it should be less than. अब ये कहाँ से बात आई? This particular thing comes from the 12th standard. We had already discussed with the maxima minima. You guys are good how to identify the maxima and minima for the single variable function. तो ये एक single variable function ही है f of x, or I can say f of x. तो f of x के लिए हमको maximum point identify करना है. maximum point कैसे identify करते थे हम? पहले तो उसका first derivative जो उसको 0 से equate करते थे, and equating that we will be finding the values of x. ऐसा करके हम x की values identify करते हैं. Then we need to sure whether that x is maximum or minimum, और वो sure होने के लिए हम second derivative लेते थे. इसका second derivative at the point x अगर वो less than 0 यानी कि negative आ रहा है तो बोल सकते हैं कि that x is maximum. Is it? And if my second derivative f double dash x is positive, then we may decide this x is minimum. Is it? That was the part from your 12th. So mode, to identify mode for the continuous random variable, we'll be taking help from the second derivative test. It is literally same as maxima minima. कुछ भी नया नहीं है इसमें, बस इन दोनों कंसेप्ट को मैं वेल्ड कर रहा हूँ. इन दोनों का एक छोटा सा संगम दे रहा हूँ आपको. Good. So are we good up to this? Mean, median, mode. छोटा सा एक रिवीजन हो गया. हमने जो लास्ट लेक्चर में डिस्कस किया था वही है ये. Are we good? Are we good? I need a reply from all of you or the chat box. एक दो का रिप्लाई नहीं चलेगा. गुड. अब सोचिए, क्या कोई ऐसा डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन हो सकता है कि जिसके लिए मीन, मीडियन, मोड सब सेम हो? Do we have, if we are having one of the distribution for which mean की वैल्यू जो है this is equals to median and this is also equals to mode, अगर ऐसा कोई डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन है कि जिसके लिए mean, median, mode all these three are same, take care, listen to me carefully. If we are having a distribution for which mean, median, mode, all these three values are literally same, ditto same, in such a case that distribution will be known as symmetric distribution. Here it is. If a value of mean, median, and mode are same, then such probability distribution is known as symmetric distribution. Take care. Symmetric distribution. अगर कोई पूछे कि symmetric distribution किसको कहता है, तो हम बोल सकते हैं कि distribution in which the value of mean, median, and mode will be same. Is it? So this is very, very good information. And one of our distribution is also symmetric, that is normal distribution, which we will be covering in this discussion. In the next coming lectures, normal distribution जो है वो symmetric distribution ही है, इसकी बात हम करने वाले हैं, लेकिन आगे करेंगे थोड़ा, ठीक है. So we are good up to this, and after that we are not in need of geometric mean, harmonic mean को discuss नहीं करना. Yes, dispersion. Okay, this particular PPT is prepared in terms of the entire knowledge related to the topic. Now, what I'm doing, I'm just keeping geometric mean and harmonic mean because that is not covered in a MU syllabus. उसमें नहीं है. ठीक है? That is the reason I'm skipping both that. But I shared this whole PPT with all of you. If any of you is interested to deep dive, then it will be helpful for all of you. Good. Now, I just need one of the term from this, that is standard deviation. Yes, I'm in need of this particular standard deviation. Now, what is standard deviation? It is actually the one of the type of measures of dispersion. Now, what is dispersion? Dispersion क्या है? आप में से कोई बता सकता है? What you mean by dispersion? Any of you? Unmute yourself.
Sir,
what is dispersion?
It's yes here, and dispersion means how the
yes, sorry. Yes, रुक जा. तूने शायद ईयरफोन पहना हुआ है और माइक तूने हाथ में रखा है. Is it?
Yes, sir.
Don't do that. माइक को थोड़ा दूर रख.
Okay. Now.
ताकि तेरी सांसों की आवाज हम तक ना आए. ठीक है? Yes, you are good, clear. Go ahead.
कोई भी जो एंटिटी है वो मतलब सेंट्रल मीडियन या फिर इससे कितनी दूर है वो मतलब वो डिफाइन कर सकेंगे. In simple words.
How the values are clustered around, is it?
Yes.
उसका spread कितना है? उस पूरे डेटा का spread कितना है? Yes, correct. Thank you, Yash. Now, go through that particular information. A measure of central tendency is a representative value of random variable. Central tendency जब तक हमने बात की थी mean, median, mode की. So, it is a representative of a random variable, but it is important to know how the values are clustered around. How the values are clustered around or scattered. कितनी scattered है वो value? मेरा data है वो कितना scattered है? कितना spread है उसका? So how the values are clustered around or scattered away from the measures of central tendency. In other words, dispersion is the extent to which the values distribution differ from the average of the distribution. There are three types of measures of dispersion which we are commonly used, that is quartile deviation, mean deviation, and standard deviation. You had already dealt with the mean deviation in your earlier, might be in the high school. We are knowing one of the fact that a deviation taken from the actual mean is always zero. Is it? That is a fact we are having. मुझे याद करवाने दीजिए आप लोगों को. Where is my pen? Wait. What's wrong with my pen? Yes, here it is. As I said, that a deviation taken from the actual mean is always zero. That is, ये हमको पता है. Deviation taken from the actual mean is always zero. Why? This is actually the mean deviation. अगर आप कोई भी तीन वैल्यू ले लीजिए, x की तीन भी वैल्यू ले लीजिए, सपोज कि 5, 10, 15. We are knowing this for this data, the mean will be 15, is it? Now, if I'm interested to identify summation of x minus xi, x minus mean, इसका मतलब क्या है कि 5 minus 15 करना है मुझे. 5 minus 15 plus 10 minus 15. Okay, sorry, इसका mean 15 नहीं होगा, इसका mean होगा 10. Sorry, my mistake. Is it now? Yes, mean will be 10. So 5 minus 10, 10 minus 10, plus 15 minus 10, and this will gives you 0. What is this? This is the deviation taken from the actual mean. So this is all this kind of stuff you had already studied in your 8, 9, 10th earlier in या तो 11, 12 में किया या तो 8, 9, 10 में किया, जब भी एक स्टैटिस्टिक का एक छोटा सा बेसिक चैप्टर आपके सिलेबस में था that. But right now we are interested in standard deviation. So standard deviation is one of the term which associated with the dispersion measure. This is nothing but measure of dispersion. Using that we can identify what are the spread of my data and how the values are clustered around or scattered away from the mean, median, mode. So that is what we are trying to learn. So let me quickly go through the, I'm not gonna discuss quartile deviation, mean deviation, उन दोनों को skip कर रहा हूँ मैं. I'm gonna take care about standard deviation. For the standard deviation, we need to have the variance. Now, how to identify variance for the discrete enumerable and how to identify the variance for the continuous enumerable. Let me discuss about the discrete enumerable first. The variance of the probability distribution of a discrete enumerable x is given by VARX. This is the notation for the variance. कई के दिमाग में क्वेश्चन होगा, सर हम तो स्टैंडर्ड डिवीजन की बात कर रहे थे, ये वेरिएंस आपने कहाँ से स्टार्ट कर दिया? वी आर हैविंग अ स्पेसिफिक रिलेशन बिटवीन स्टैंडर्ड डिवीजन एंड वेरिएंस. फॉर going for the standard deviation, we need to have things related to the variance in our mind, is it? So variance is labeled with VAR capital X. Its labeling is sigma square. This is small sigma square. Now what is it? It is actually the expectation of x minus mu the square. What is this? X, a random variable, minus mu is mean. So deviation taken from the mean, it's expectation. So to identify the variance, I need to identify the expectation of x minus mu the square. And we are not interested in this proof. ये proof आपके लिए कुछ काम का नहीं है, because I'm not gonna ask this theoretical question at any of the stage, but it's not difficult stuff. You can do that. X minus mu the square, as I'm using a minus b the square formula for the a minus b the square, x square minus 2x mu plus mu square, and using the properties of mean, it will be e of x square minus e of 2x mu plus e of mu square. Mu is one of the constants, so expectation of constant will be as it is, mu square. Here 2 and mu is constant, so 2 and mu will remain as it is outside, and e will be acting with x only, and here is e of x square. Now solving this, 2 mu e of x is nothing but the mean, and mean we are habituated to label with mu. So it is 2 mu into mu, that will be 2 mu square, negative 2 mu square plus mu square, it gives you negative mu square. So e of x square minus mu square. Now I'm labeling mu as e of x once again, because mu is nothing but mean. Mean is generally labeled with e of x. So instead of writing mu square, I'm writing e of x the whole square. And this is the formula for the variance of x. Variance of x ऐसे define करते हैं, that is expectation of x square minus square of expectation of x. Expectation of x square minus square of expectation of x. This is the formula we need to deal with while we are looking for the variance of x. And if we are having a variance, and then root of the variance, square root of the variance will lead us towards the standard deviation, that I will gonna cover in the next slide. And this is the stuff for the discrete enumerable. Now, what will be the concept for the continuous enumerable? It will be similar kind of step. Instead of dealing with the summation, we will be dealing with the integration, nothing else. उसके अलावा और कोई फर्क नहीं है, same definition है. So e of x square minus mu square, or instead of writing like this, you may write like this, e of x square minus e of x the whole square. Is it? So similar formula we will be having, but for that we must have e of x square, expectation of x square, as well as expectation of x, that means a mean. Is it? To identify variance. And once if we are having a variance, we need to have its properties also. So these are the properties related to variance. As we were having a property related to mean, these are the properties related to variance, that variance of any constant number is always 0. Variance of x plus k, one of the random variable plus constant, is always equals to variance of x, because variance of constant, अगर मैं यहाँ पे लिखूँ plus variance of k, and as I know that variance of any constant number is 0, कोई मतलब ही नहीं ना, spread of one of the number 5, meaningless, 5 का कुछ spread नहीं है. So variance of any of the constant is always 0, so this will be 0. So variance of x plus k will be always variance of x only. K into x, now this is interesting, k into x, that k will be squared and it will be multiplied with variance of x. So this is very, very important. Try to remember this. Variance of kx is k square variance of x. Using that, suppose I'm finding variance of 2x, then it will be, अब इस प्रॉपर्टी का यूज कीजिए और मुझे बताइए वेरिएंस ऑफ 2x. सॉरी फॉर द डिस्टर्बेंस, इसका बताइए, तब तक मैं डोर अपना बंद कर दूं. Just near to my home, there is one of the construction sites, so might be थोड़ा सा कभी डिस्टर्बेंस आ सकता है due to that particular lift. It's okay. So सुनाई दे रहा है आप सभी को? Are we good? What will be the variance of 2x? Use this particular property, variance of kx equals to k square variance of x. What will be the variance of 2x? Yes, Nidhi said that it is 4 times variance of x. Correct. If it is variance of 3x, then it will be 9 times variance of x. If we are dealing with variance of 4x, then it is nothing but 16 times variance of x. That's it. So these are the properties. And one more, this is the combination of first 3. Variance of ax plus b, it will be variance of ax plus variance of b, and variance of ax is a square variance of x, and variance of constant number b will be 0. So it will be a square variance of x. Is it? Using that, suppose I wish to find variance of 5x minus 6. क्या होगा चलिए बता दीजिए कोई एक. Variance of 5x minus 6, what will be the value of variance? अगर वहाँ पे आपको नहीं दिखाई दे रहा तो यहाँ पे लिख रहा हूँ variance of 5x minus 6. What will be the value of this? Variance of 5x minus 6. Yes, Nidhi, आप ही बता दीजिए बेटा. What will be the variance of 5x minus 6? Use this particular fourth property. Yes, correct. 25 variance of x. Correct. And the 6 will be not that, because variance of 6 will be 0. अगर plus b है तो भी कोई फर्क नहीं है. It will be 25 variance of x. So these are some of the properties related to variance. Now we are supposed to deal with the standard deviation. अब standard deviation क्या है देखिए. What is standard deviation for the random variable? Standard deviation is just the square root of variance. Oh, sorry. Standard deviation is nothing but just the square root of the variance. Oops. What's wrong with my pen? Wait, yes. Standard deviation is just the square root of variance. That means variance we had labeled with the sigma square. Now the square root of sigma square, we just need to take care about the positive value, so it will be sigma. So standard deviation is usually denoted by small sigma. It is nothing but the square root of variance of x. So when and where we are looking for the standard deviation, that means the spread of a data, we'll be taking care for the variance. हम पहले variance identify करेंगे, उसका square root लेंगे, and the positive value will be known as a standard deviation. Is it? So good. It's ditto same for the discrete or the continuous. Continuous है तो भी वही formula है, discrete है तो भी वही formula है. बस just we need to have that expectation of x as well as the expectation of x square, क्योंकि उसकी formula में तो यही दो आ रहे हैं. एक्सपेक्टेशन ऑफ एक्स स्क्वायर कैसे निकलना है हमको पता है, एक्सपेक्टेशन ऑफ एक्स कैसे निकलना है वो भी हमको पता है, हमने फॉर्मूला देख लिए. तो अगर वो दोनों वैल्यू है आपके पास, उसका सब्ट्रैक्शन निकालो, वेरिएंस मिलेगा, उसका स्क्वायर रूट निकालो, विल बी हैविंग द स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन. गुड. नाउ if you are good up to this, then I need to quickly go for 2-3 examples related to this. 2-3 एग्जाम्पल जल्दी से कर लेते हैं. for the mean, median, and standard deviation, mean, median, mode, standard deviation, variance. Okay, are we good up to this information? Should we go for the examples? Need reply over the chat box. Are we good up to this? Good, good. So, okay. Example 26 says that we need to identify the probability distribution. The probability distribution of random variable x is given below, and we need to find the median. Then of mode, median, and mean. Well, we're not going for geometric mean and harmonic mean. We are skipping this because we are not right now. We are not counting the harmonic mean as well as geometric mean, and this is the probability distribution x. By observing the probability distribution, one can be sure whether we are dealing with the discrete random variable or we are dealing with the continuous random variable. ये information किसके लिए है? Discrete random variable है या फिर continuous random variable है? ये random variable कौन सा होगा? Discrete होगा या continuous होगा? जल्दी बता दीजिए.
Sir, discrete.
Yes, it's discrete because x is.
Sir, it's discrete.
Yes, it's discrete, correct, because it's just gonna take care 5 different values, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's all. So this is, we are talking about the discrete random variable, and the following is its probability distribution, its probabilities, or the probability for that x equals to 1 is 0.2, 0.1, 0.1, 0.3, 0.3. Now, if we wish to identify its mean, अगर इसका mean identify करना है, then what was the concept? मीन के लिए क्या बात की थी हमने? चलिए अब मैं पूछूंगा रैंडम पर्सन से, क्योंकि अभी मैंने बात की कि मीन, मीडियन, मोड सभी के लिए क्लियर है कि नहीं है. चलिए ओम परिक, अनम्यूट योरसेल्फ. ओम परिक, I cannot unmute mic, sir. Background disturbance is very high. Okay, ठीक, चैट बॉक्स में बता दे मीन कैसे फाइंड करते हैं. How we are finding mean for the discrete random variable. छोटा सा एक्सप्लेनेशन दे दे चैट बॉक्स में जल्दी से. तू रिप्लाई देगा फिर ही मैं आगे बढ़ूंगा. नहीं याद है तो ना बोल दे. डोंट वेस्ट आवर टाइम. ओम जल्दी से बता दे बेटा. वी आर वेटिंग. माइट बी यू विल बी टाइपिंग, सो वी गाइस आर वेटिंग. कैसे मीन फाइंड करते हैं? यस, summation of fi(xi), correct. The summation of fi(xi), is it now? Let's go for mean. That means mathematical expectation is nothing but we just need to multiply x with its respective probability, and then we will be taking the sum of them. Okay, किसी के दिमाग में ये सा कोई क्वेश्चन है कि why I'm using this particular formula? Okay, अगर मैं ये बात करूंगा तो टाइम काफी वेस्ट होगा, but let me assign some of the work to you. Why we are using? Okay, wait, what's the issue with my pen? Yes, e of x, that is a notation for the mean, or you may use the mu for the mean. What is the reason that its formula is xpx? ऐसी फॉर्मूला क्यों है? किसी के दिमाग में ये क्वेश्चन है या नहीं है? और फिर ये तो फिर मैंने बता दिया कि दिस इज द फॉर्मूला फॉर द मीन, और यू गाइस आर जस्ट एक्सेप्टिंग. यस सर, आपने बोल दिया तो फिर पत्थर की लकीर, यही फॉर्मूला होना चाहिए. किसी ने ये सोचा कि व्हाई दिस फॉर्मूला गोना वर्क एज अ मीन एक्स पी ऑफ एक्स? किसी के दिमाग में क्वेश्चन है या नहीं है? कोई चैट बॉक्स में नहीं दे रहा है, मतलब कि नहीं है. But okay, then if you're not interested, then I'm not gonna discuss this. But I'm assigning one of the work to you. You guys will search why this formula summation x p of x will work for the mean. ऐसी क्या बात है कि ये फॉर्मूला आपको इस डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन का मीन दे देगा? Why this formula is able to give you the mean? Just try to search some of the thing over the net or the YouTube, and you will getting the solution. You'll be getting the explanation, is it? So
Sir, can I explain?
Okay, who's that?
Sir,
yes, is that? Yes, please. Quickly.
Sir, in statistics, the formula for the this mean is sigma fi xi upon sigma fi, I think.
Sigma
Yes.
fi xi upon sigma fi. Yes.
But here sum of the probability will be 1 because it's a
Always one.
probability distribution. So
Correct.
here xi
Correct.
means x and p of
Yes.
fi means p of x,
It's
right?
probability distribution. Yes. Yes. Absolutely correct. वेरी गुड, थैंक यू। देखो एक बच्चा है जिसके दिमाग में काफी सारा क्वेश्चन भी है और खुद से सॉल्व भी कर रहा है। इज इट? सो टेक केयर फॉर दिस थिंग्स। हर कोई हर एक फॉर्मूला की बारे में हम शायद बात ना कर पाए हमारे सेशन में, बिकॉज वी आर हैविंग सम ऑफ द स्पेसिफाइड सिलेबस which I am supposed to cover in one of the specific time. So ख्याल में रखिए। Is it कोई ऐसा कोई क्वेश्चन है? अगर नहीं समझ में आ रहा है, कोई डाउट है, then feel free to talk with me, feel free to discuss with me. Good. So here we are having x as well as p of x, and what we will be doing, we will be finding its a sum. The 1 will get multiplied with 0.2, this 2 will be multiplied with 0.1, similarly the 5 will multiply with 0.3, and addition of all that will lead us towards the mean. So mean of this particular will be 3.5. Take care. Mean of this distribution is 3.4, not 3.5. My mistake. Good. Now let's go for its median. Median के लिए क्या करते हैं? बताओ कोई. What we were doing for the median. Let me choose once again from the audience. Bhavdeep, no. Bhavdeep नहीं. ईशा नहीं. जय नहीं. निधि नहीं. शिव नहीं. सुशील से बात नहीं किया। कोई सुशील बंदा भी तो होना चाहिए जिससे बात हो रही है। यस सुशील, तू बता दे बेटा, मीडियन के लिए क्या कंसेप्ट था? कैसे आइडेंटिफाई करना है मीडियन? सुशील, माइट बी अब तेरे साइड से कोई डिस्टर्बेंस ना हो ज्यादा, एक बार अनम्यूट करके देख ले, ज्यादा डिस्टर्बेंस आ रहा है नहीं आ रहा है?
यस सर।
यस, यू आर लाउड एंड क्लियर, प्लीज गो अहेड। कैसे फाइंड करना है मीडियन?
सर दो वैल्यू का सर एवरेज निकालना है, मतलब कि फर्स्ट एक्स होगा वो लेस देन मैक्सिमम से होगा और
नहीं,
दूसरा
ऐसा
जो
कुछ
एक्स
जरूरी
होगा
तो नहीं ना कि हर बार दो ही वैल्यू का निकालना है। पहले हम क्या करेंगे, कम्युलेटिव डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन फंक्शन प्रिपेयर करेंगे, ठीक है? अगर कम्युलेटिव डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन फंक्शन में कहीं एग्जैक्टली 0.5 आ रहा है तो जो वैल्यू के लिए आ रहा है वो वैल्यू हमारी मीडियन है, ठीक है? तो let's identify cumulative distribution function. I had mentioned capital F of x, that means cumulative distribution function for this discrete n variable. अब 1 के लिए probability है 0.2, तो इसके लिए cumulative distribution function 0.2 होगा। अब for 2 I need to add both this 0.2 plus 0.1, so this will be 0.3, correct?
0.3
Yes Sushil, अब आगे क्या होगा बेटा?
0.4
Yes, correct. This will be 0.7
0.7
and this should be
And
1.0. यहाँ पे 1 आए तो ही तो ये probability distribution है। यहाँ पे 1 से कम या फिर 1 से ज्यादा वैल्यू आ रही है तो हम जो बात कर रहे हैं वो डेटा शूटेबल नहीं है, ठीक है? सो अब देखो,
यस सर।
इस cumulative distribution function में कहीं पे वैल्यू exactly 0.5 है, 1/2 मानी कि 0.5 है, कहीं पे नहीं है। अगर मान लीजिए यहाँ पे 0.5 होता, शायद यहाँ पे 0.5 होता, then 3 will be our median, is it? But we are not having 0.5 exactly in capital F of x, तो हम क्या करेंगे? हम दो वैल्यू चूज करेंगे जो कि 0.5 से छोटी हो 10 और 0.5 से बड़ी हो 10। अब इन दोनों के लिए x की वैल्यूज क्या है बेटा? 3 and 4, and what we need to decide now, we need to take care the average of both this 3 and 4 का एवरेज लेंगे, वो क्या निकलेगा बेटा? 3.5. so 3.5 will be our median, is it? 3.4 is mean, 3.5 median होगा। कैसे लिखना है देखिए, here there is no x available such that capital F of x is 0.5, आपको ये टेबल बनाना है। capital F of x की वैल्यू 0.5 कहीं पे नहीं है, so there is no x available for which capital F of x is 0.5. so what we need to do then, we are going to identify 2x such that x k plus 1 plus xk for which f of x, capital F, cumulative distribution function, एक के लिए 1/2 से बिल्कुल छोटा, दूसरे के लिए 1/2 से बिल्कुल बड़ा। So we identify both that 0.4, 0.7, and for which the value of x is 3 and 4. So we need to take care the average of 3 here. F of 3 is 0.4, which is less than half. F of 4 is 0.7, which is greater than half. So we need to take care the average 4 and 3, 3 and 4 की एवरेज निकलेगी 3.5, so 3.5 is my mean. Are we 3.5 is my median. Are we good with this? Are we good? हर किसी को समझ में आ रही है ये बात? जल्दी से रिप्लाई कर दीजिए, जल्दी से. Are we good up to this? मीन मीडियन दोनों समझ में आ रहा है सभी को? अच्छी बात है. अब जल्दी से बता दीजिए मोड क्या होगा इसका? What should be the mode for this distribution? What should be the mode? जो जल्दी से बताएगा उसकी चॉकलेट पकी है. चलो दिव्य बता रहा है 4 and 5, निधि बता रही है 4 and 5, यश बता रहा है 4, 5, हितेश भी बताया 4 and 5. Yes, you are correct. Because for x equals to 4, probability is 0.3, and for x equals to 5, probability is 0.3, which is highest in this distribution, is it? और मोड का कंसेप्ट ही तो यही है, जिसकी प्रोबेबिलिटी सबसे ज्यादा है उस x की वैल्यू को हम मोड बोलते हैं. तो हो सकता है x से ज्यादा भी मोड हो. तो यहाँ पे दो वैल्यू है जो कि मोड है होगी, that is 4 and 5. How? Let me raise link. Yes. Observe. Both these are the highest probabilities. और वो किसके लिए है? 4 और 5 के लिए. तो ऐसा हो सकता है कि एक से ज्यादा मोड हो कोई डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन में. We are good with that. एक से ज्यादा मोड हो सकता है. So 4 and 5 both will gonna act as a mode. Here the maximum probability value in the table is 0.3, which occurs for x equals 4 as well as 5. So both 4 and 5 are mode for the given probability distribution, is it? Now we're not gonna discuss mean, geometric mean, harmonic mean. इसको skip करता हूँ. Now this is the probability distribution for the random variable x. What you need to identify. Try to identify e of x. अब e of x का मतलब क्या है? सुशील, e of x का मतलब क्या है? What is e of x? सुशील, what is e of x? शिवम, e of x क्या है बेटा? शिवम, what is e of x? Vibhusha, what is e of x? Priyank, what is e of x? What is e of x? Am I audible, Meghna? E of
Sir,
x.
it is expected value.
Yes, expected value. Is it expected value माने कि mean? So इसके लिए आपको mean identify करना है. These are the value of x. My random variable x gonna assume the value -2, -1, 0, 1 and 2, and I need to. These are the probability that x can take value -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. Okay, किसी के दिमाग में ये question, ये कुछ problem create कर रहा है? Is it possible that my random variable can take value my negative? Yes, it's possible. Observe, this is just a random variable, okay? Probability में कहीं पे negative value नहीं आएगी, पर random variable can assume the negative value. Suppose मैं बात कर रहा हूँ क्या, I'm playing one of the game with you. Suppose let's play one of the game. I'm tossing a coin. Tossing 2 coins at a time. Observe, this is very, very important. This is a kind of practical example. So, am I have all with me? But सारे लोग मेरे साथ हैं, सारे लोग मुझे सुन रहे हैं, because we're gonna discuss one of the important question, one of the important practical example, one of the realistic example. अभी मैं आप सभी के साथ एक छोटा सा गेम खेलने वाला हूँ. चलिए, हर कोई है, मुझे सुन रहा है, जल्दी से रिप्लाई कीजिए चैट बॉक्स में. We are just having 20 minutes. All of you are here. Good. चलिए, क्या गेम क्या है? 2 कॉइन टॉस करने. जितने भी बंदे यहाँ पे 18 स्टूडेंट्स आर इन फ्रंट ऑफ मी. मैं हर किसी के साथ ये गेम खेलने वाला हूँ. आप लोगों को क्या करना है? डिसाइड करना है कि यू गाइस आर एग्री टू प्ले दिस गेम विथ मी और नॉट. या तो ये गेम आपको ये डिसाइड करना है कि ये गेम आप खेलेंगे तो आपको प्रॉफिट होगा या फिर लॉस होगा. अब व्हाट इज द गेम? वन ऑफ यू, सपोज कि पहले आ रहा है यश, तो वो क्या करेगा? वो दो कॉइन, दोनों कॉइन अपने हाथ में रखेगा, he will toss both the coin together, okay, and sample space for both the coin, अगर वो दो कॉइन टॉस कर रहा है तो सैंपल स्पेस क्या हो सकता है, या तो दोनों में हेड है, या फिर दोनों में टेल है, या फिर एक हेड है एक टेल है, या फिर एक टेल एक हेड है. Is it? These are the possible outcomes if we are tossing two coins. We are good with this. Good. Now, if suppose one head is there, one head, only one head, or any one. If one of the outcome is head, Yash will get 5 rupees from me. Not 5 rupees, it's quite less amount. I will give 500 rupees to Yash. अगर उस दो कॉइन वो टॉस कर रहा है और एक हेड आ रहा है, एक हेड, only one head is that, I will give him 500 rupees. If two heads are there, then I will give him 1000 rupees. उसको क्या करना है, दो कॉइन लेके आना है, टॉस करना है. अगर दोनों हेड है तो उसको कुछ नहीं करना है, मुझसे 1000 रुपए लेके अपनी सीट पे बैठ जाना है, ठीक है. अगर उसके आउटकम में एक ही हेड है तो उसको मैं 500 रुपीज दूंगा. दिस इज द कंडीशन, दिस इज द scenario right now. And unfortunately, if the outcome is two tails, अगर दोनों टेल आ रही है तो यश को क्या करना है, यश को 2000 रुपीज मुझे देने हैं. यश इज सपोज टू गिव मी 2000 रुपीज. ये देना है, ये सब यश इज सपोज टू पे, यू आर सपोज टू पे, एंड दिस इज यू आर सपोज टू रिसीव. ये आप लेके जाओगे मेरे पास से, ठीक है. बोथ दिस आर द विनिंग अमाउंट. दिस इज समथिंग यू नीड टू पे इफ द आउटकम इज two tails. Up, if the question, my question is that if I wish to play this game with all of you, if this is the game, this is the structure of one of the lottery, one of the game, one of the bluff, then how many of you will agree to play with me? आप में से कितने लोग ऐसे हैं जो कि ये गेम मेरे साथ खेलना पसंद करेंगे? I need a reply. Am I clear with the instruction? अबे भाई कोई ये मुर्दों का क्लास नहीं है ना. सारे लोग अनम्यूट करो अपने माइक, सारे लोग, चाहे जितने भी डिस्टर्बेंस क्यों ना आए. आई नीड ऑल ऑफ यू टू अनम्यूट योरसेल्फ. ऑल ऑफ यू, आई सेड ऑल ऑफ यू.
यस सर, खेलेंगे. मतलब इससे बेटर कुछ
कौन
होगा
कौन
तो
है
वो
जो
खेलेंगे.
नहीं, एक ही. दिस इज द ओनली ऑप्शन. यू आर सपोज टू प्ले विथ मी. यू नीड टू डिसाइड वेदर यू आर रेडी टू प्ले दिस गेम विथ मी और नॉट. अब कोई बंदा क्यों खेलेगा मेरे साथ? अगर उसका कुछ प्रॉफिट हो तो खेलेगा ना. अभी तो जन्माष्टमी गई, काफी सारे लोग वो 3 पत्ती, मैं भी खेलता हूं भाई, तो काफी सारे लोग वो 3 पत्ती खेलते हैं जिसमें प्रॉफिट भी हो सकता है, लॉस भी हो सकता है. तो यहाँ पे भी ऐसा चांसेस है, यू माइट इन पोजीशन टू विन 500 और 1000, और you may lose 2000. So how to decide whether this particular game is suitable for you? ये कैसे डिसाइड करते हैं कि whether this particular game is suitable for you guys or not? Do we have any mathematical term?
सर
Yes, please go ahead.
सर मैथमेटिकली तो नहीं बता सकते. मतलब in words, if I say
Yes,
that
please go ahead.
overall game is in favor of me, the chances is in favor of me overall, then it is feasible to me to play.
Okay.
But what mathematical term
How you
use,
decide?
what should I use?
Okay. How you had decided this game is favorable for you? How you had decided this game is favorable for you? You're absolutely correct. This game is totally favorable for you. But how you had decided?
Sir, if it is, I think expectation is greater than 0, then
Perfect.
it is.
There you are. This is the answer which I was expecting from one of you. You can decide whether this particular game is in favor of you or not by deciding its expectation for you. You can decide whether this particular game is in favor of you or not by deciding its expectation for you. If that expectation is positive, then that means this is favorable for you. If that expectation is 0, that means the game is fair for all of us. आप भी जीत सकते हैं, मैं भी जीत सकता हूं. अगर if e of x is equals to 0, that means game is fair for both of us. If expectation is positive, that means game is in favor of you. If expectation is negative, that means the game is in favor of me. अगर अब इसका एक्सपेक्टेशन निकाले, अब सर इसका एक्सपेक्टेशन कैसे निकाले, इसका तो कुछ भी नहीं है मेरे पास. You may decide your x is number of heads, suppose, then x can assume the value 1, 2 and 0, 1 and 2. अब देखिए इसके लिए एक्सपेक्टेशन जल्दी से डिसाइड करते हैं. x और p of x की वैल्यू प्रोबेबिलिटी डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन डिसाइड कर लेते चलिए जल्दी से. So what are the, if I'm going to label x as my number of heads, then 0 है, या तो फिर 1 हो सकता है, या तो फिर 2 हो सकता है. Is it? अगर 0 आए, that means कोई भी head नहीं है, then you are supposed to give me 2000. That means that 2000 will be negative. Is it? I'm not labeling this particular as a p of x. This is not p of x right now. So 2000 you are supposed to pay if there is no x, no head. Okay. You will get 500 if there is only one head, and you will receive 1000 if you are having 2 heads as the outcome. So instead of dealing with this as a random variable, we may decide x like this. ये मेरा random variable है. Now इसके लिए probability क्या है? What are the probability that you will receive 2000 rupees? You have to pay 2000 rupees. Sorry. The probability that you have to pay 2000 rupees will be 1/4, because एक ही केस ऐसा है कि जो 2000 को फेवर कर रहा है, 2000 आपको पे करना है, that is 1 out of 4, so probability will be 1/4. 50 rupees, sorry 500 गेन करने के लिए प्रोबेबिलिटी होगी 1/2, क्योंकि दो फेवरेबल केसेस है. For both these you will receive 500. So if x is 1, then you will receive 500, और x equals to 1 की प्रोबेबिलिटी क्या है, that is 1/2. And what are the chances that you will receive 1000 rupees? That is once again 1/4, because एक ही ऐसा फेवरेबल केस है out of that 4 which can give you 1000 rupees. So these are my x. Instead of dealing with 0, 1 and 2, I may deal with this, because what is random variable? Random variable is just a numerical number, one of the constant number which we are assigning with outcome. तो outcome जो भी है उसके साथ हम assign कर सकते हैं. Instead of 0, 1 and 2, we can assign -2000, 500 and 1000, and multiplying all this, -2000 with 4, 1/4, 500 with 1/2. Let's try to identify expectation over here. Then क्या होगा वो? -2000 divided by -2000 multiplied with 1/4 plus 500 multiplied with 1/2 plus 1000 multiplied with 1/4. चलो जल्दी से देख लेते हैं ये क्या होगा. This will be -500. This will be 500 divided by 2, that will be 250, plus 1000 divided by 4, that will be 1000 divided by 4, it will be 250. So 250 minus 500, that gives you 0. That means expectation is 0. This game is not in favor of you, not in favor of me. This game is fair game. Yes, this is not in favor of you, but this is a fair game. And if we are dealing with a fair game, then surely a consistent candidate will agree to play that game. Is it? अगर वो fair game है, दोनों के जीतने के chances equal है, तो ही खेलेंगे ना हम. Is it? So you must be ready to play this game with me. Is it? But this game is not in favor of you. अगर इसकी वैल्यू पॉजिटिव आती तो आप श्योरली बता सकते हैं कि ये गेम आपके फेवर में ज्यादा है, हम लोग खेलेंगे और आप जीत के जाएंगे, इसके चांसेस ज्यादा है. If this expectation is negative, then I can surely say that this game is favor of me. ये मेरे फेवर में. हमें 30 लोगों के साथ खेलूं तो हो सकता है इसमें से 10 लोग जीते, लेकिन ओवरऑल 30 लोगों के साथ खेलने के बाद मेरा प्रॉफिट ज्यादा होगा, क्योंकि बाकी के 20 बंदे हार चुके होंगे. वो जो हार चुके होंगे उसका पैसा मुझे मिलेगा, उसमें से मैंने कुछ आपको 10 लोगों को दिया होगा, बट ओवरऑल मेरे पास कुछ अमाउंट बचेगी जो कि मेरी विनिंग अमाउंट होगी. Is it? So this is a way one can decide whether the game is favorable or not. Is it? So this is one of the application of I can say mathematical expectation. Is it? So it's quite possible that my random variable can take the value negative. ध्यान रखिए, ये सारा डिस्कशन कहां से स्टार्ट हुआ कि x नेगेटिव वैल्यू ले सकता है. हाँ ले सकता है, बिल्कुल ले सकता है. because x is one of my random variable and random variable is one of the number which we are associating with the outcome, that's all. So पॉजिटिव भी हो सकता है, नेगेटिव भी हो सकता है, बट प्रोबेबिलिटी कभी नेगेटिव नहीं हो सकती, ये भी ख्याल रहना चाहिए आप लोगों को, ठीक है? गुड। क्या कोई क्वेश्चन है? क्या समझ में आई बात? क्या मैं बात करना चाह रहा था ये समझ में आई? One of the question from your side, why anyone will play if it's not favor of player? ओम पारिक, अब क्यों खेलेंगे? ओम पारिक is asking one of the question, why anyone will play if it is not in favor of player? बेटा what is ओम पारिक, एक काम कर, अपना माइक अनम्यूट कर जल्दी से।
यस सर।
बेटा कोई भी गेम हम डिजाइन कर रहे हैं, इज इट, तो वो बैलेंस होना चाहिए। तेरे भी जीतने के चांसेस जितने हो उतने ही मेरे भी होने चाहिए, इज इट? इट शुड बी बैलेंस बिटवीन बोथ ऑफ यू, कि कोई भी जीत सकता है, आप भी जीत सकते हो या तो फिर मैं भी जीत सकता हूँ। इन दैट केस ओनली दैट गेम इज बैलेंस्ड गेम, फेयर गेम, इज इट? इफ दैट गेम इज इन फेवर ऑफ यू, तो मैं क्यों खेलूंगा भाई? तेरे फेवर में तो मैं नहीं खेलूंगा, मेरे फेवर में तो तू नहीं खेलेगा, हम दोनों कब एग्री करेंगे? If it is in favor of both of us, तो दोनों के लिए बैलेंस है। Am I clear for the answer of your question? आपको बात समझ में आ रही है बेटा?
यस सर।
और एक बार और तू बता दे, कैसे डिसाइड करेंगे कि गेम फेयर है कि नहीं है? यूजिंग एक्सपेक्टेशन, इज इट? अगर कोई गेम की एक्सपेक्टेशन 0 है ना, then that game is in favor of both of us. That means that game is fair game. Are we clear with this?
Yes sir.
Good. So this is one of the quite good example which we had just discussed. Take care for this. By that way, you can use mathematical expectation. That means this mean in a day-to-day life. I don't know about you guys, but one of the why I'm recalling that it just comes in my mind due to the Mahendra Singh Dhoni. We all know that Mahi just resigned from the international cricket, is it? पता है सभी को? Just before day 15th of August, Mahi had declared that he's not gonna play any the international cricket further. He'll be continuing IPL, but international cricket नहीं खेलेगा. Mahi is one of the brand ambassador of one of the fantasy game. पता है किसी को? Mahi, the Mahendra Singh Dhoni was the brand ambassador of one of the fantasy game. किसको पता? Yes, Dream 11. Yes, Bhavdeep is saying Dream 11. अब तू बता बेटा, Dream 11 it's a kind of betting, is it? वो तो सट्टा ही है ना, प्योर सट्टा है. Yes or no?
Yes sir.
ये विभूषा बोल रही है Dream 11. विभूषा, आपको पता है बेटा Dream 11 क्या है? विभूषा, unmute yourself.
Yes sir.
Okay, good. That's good. So, do you guys think that this is legal, is it now? This is officially available on the Play Store, that application, and government is taking tax on the winning amount. That means what? Government has had given the green signal to that particular कि भाई हर कोई ये खेल सकता है, चलो. क्यों हुआ होगा ऐसा? Because that particular game is balanced game. उसमें जितने के चांसेस आपके, उतने जीतने के चांस ड्रीम 11 के. सो गवर्नमेंट क्या करती है? कोई भी ऐसा लॉटरी है, उसको ऑफिशियल करने से पहले उसकी एक्सपेक्टेशन देखती है. मैथमेटिकल एक्सपेक्टेशन मस्ट बी 0, then that game is valid. वरना थोड़ी ऐसा होगा बेटा, गवर्नमेंट अलाउ करिए, जाओ भाई तुम सारे पब्लिक को लूट लो. Is it?
सर ड्रीम 11 तो हर बेट पे जीतता है ना?
जीतता ही है बेटा, पक्का.
हाँ, क्योंकि जो प्लेयर है आपस में खेलते हैं वो हार जीतते, पर ड्रीम 11 तो हर बेट पे कमीशन लेता है.
वो कमीशन दूसरी बात है बेटा. they are charging.
ड्रीम 11 तो ऑल प्रॉफिट में ही रहेगा, कोई हारे या कोई.
देख in that case you are discussing about the service charge. तो उसका जो एक सर्विस चार्ज है उसको अगर तू साइड में रख दे, then after then if you decide that whether that game is fair or not, then the expectation.
तो मतलब साहब ड्रीम 11 और प्लेयर के बीच में बात कर रहे हैं या प्लेयर्स के बीच में म्यूचुअली बात कर रहे हैं?
नहीं, ड्रीम 11 और प्लेयर के बीच में बात कर रहे हैं. सपोज there is a contest एक ही कॉन्फ्रेंस बनाया है ड्रीम 11 में, जिसमें तू है और मैं हूँ। ड्रीम 11 को छोड़ दे, वो जो सर्विस चार्ज ले रहा है हम दोनों से 10%, कि हम कॉन्टेस्ट बना रहे, अगर 100 रुपीज का 100 रुपीज मैं पे करूंगा, 100 रुपीज तू पे करेगा, तो टोटल अमाउंट हो गई 200। तो 200 विल बी नॉट द विनिंग अमाउंट, 200 विनिंग अमाउंट नहीं होगी, विनिंग अमाउंट होगी 180, बिकॉज एज आई नो दैट 10% वो सर्विस चार्ज ले रहा है। वो 20 रुपीज को छोड़ दे, अब 180, जो 180 रुपीज जो बैट के ऊपर लगे तेरे और मेरे, जिसमें से 90 तेरे 90 मेरे, तू भी जीत सकता है, मैं भी जीत सकता हूँ, इन दोनों का चांसेस इक्वल है। Is it? By that way, this game is balanced.
हाँ तो सर ड्रीम 11 तो जीता है, हारा ही नहीं ना, वो तो प्लेयर्स के बीच में
ड्रीम 11 तू जो वो सर्विस चार्ज है ना, उसको साइड में रख दे, वो
हाँ मतलब मैं वही बोल रहा हूँ।
हाँ,
मतलब प्लेयर्स ही हारेंगे जीतेंगे ना, ड्रीम 11 तो थोड़ी हारेगा जीतेगा।
that is true, but what I'm saying that particular, अगर उसमें से सर्विस टैक्स आप निकाल दो ना, तू जो अमाउंट बची ना, वो सभी में इक्वली डिस्ट्रीब्यूट है, उसकी एक्सपेक्टेशन श्योरली जीरो होगी। If that expectation is zero, then and then government can publish that official, वरना गवर्नमेंट उसको परमिशन ही नहीं दे सकती, परमिशन मिल ही नहीं सकती उसको, is it? To decide whether the one of the game is fair or not, we may use this particular tactic, that is mathematical expectation. So hopefully we guys are good with this. समझ में आ रही पूरी बात सभी को? Yes or no?
Yes sir.
Good. So I don't think so we are having that much time to discuss this question, but ये जो स्क्रीन के ऊपर है किसी को चाहिए जो मैंने अभी बात की, because I have not included this particular thing over the any of the question. मैंने ये पार्ट किसी भी क्वेश्चन में अभी तक रखा नहीं है, रखूंगा शायद नेक्स्ट प्रोबेबिलिटी डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन में, बट इफ यू नीड दिस पर्टिकुलर जो भी मैंने स्क्रीन के ऊपर लिखा है, then kindly take a screenshot of your screen, because once I had just erased this thing, ये सब चला जाएगा. Done? Okay, good. So let me erase all the ink from the slide and let's discuss this example. For this, we need to find expectation, then after variance, mean deviation नहीं करना है, चलिए छोड़ दीजिए, standard deviation करेंगे, expectation of 2x minus 3 and variance of 2x minus 3. We're looking for this particular 5 values. Not having that much time, मैं एक बार दिखा देता हूँ आपको, शायद तो आपको समझ में आ जाएगा, देखिए एक बार. Are we good with this? Expectation and variance, ये दोनों समझ में आ रहा है, नहीं आ रहा है, बताओ मुझे. I'm giving you 2 minutes. So take your time, 2 minutes. Try to get all the steps over the screen and let me know whether you guys are comfortable with this or not. Or the chat box quickly. Jay is saying, got it, sir. Yes. For expectation, what I had done, I just multiplied x with its respective probability and then I had gone for the summation. It's 0, it's okay. Ho sakta hai expectation 0, it's quite possible. Then I had moved for the variance. As per the definition, e of x square minus e of x the whole square. Ab e of x square kaise nikalna hai? Instead of having x, I'm having one of the function. So x summation of x square into p of x, in सारों का x में जो है ये सारी values का हम square लेंगे और respective probability से multiply करेंगे. So -2 for that, it will be 4 into 0.2. For -1, it will be -1 the square, it will be 1 into 0.1. Here it is. Let me choose my pen. Yes. For this value, it will be 4 times 0.2. For this, it will be 1 times 0.1, 0 times 0.3, 1 the square, 1 times 0.3, and 2 the square, 4 times 0.1. And by adding all this, we'll be having variance. No, we'll be having just x square p of x minus e of x square. And we know that e of x is 0. So the 0 of the square is 0. It's over here. And adding all that, we will be having variance of x, that is 1.6. So hopefully समझ में आ रहा है सभी को. कि कोई डाउट है इसको मैं एक्सप्लेन करूं? क्या भी good? Should I explain this? Let me know quickly. Should I explain this? अगर किसी को नहीं समझ में आ रहा है तो unmute yourself and talk to me. Okay, good. That means we are clear. Let's go for standard deviation. अब standard deviation कैसे निकालना? Standard deviation is nothing but just the square root of variance. So standard deviation will be just the square root of variance. Okay, this is for mean deviation. छोड़ दीजिए, we are not worried about the mean deviation. We are not discussing this part. So standard deviation is just the square root of variance, positive square root of variance. So under root of 1.6, it is 1.265. Then after expectation, E of 2x minus 3. As per the property, E of 2x minus 3 will be 2 times E of x minus 3. And we know that E of x for this particular is 0. So 2 times 0 minus 3, it will be minus 3. Similarly, variance of 2x minus 3. As per the property, variance of 2x minus 3, it will be variance of 2x minus variance of 3. And variance of 3, let me choose the pen. As per one of the property, it should be minus variance of 3. And we know that variance of any constant number is 0. And variance of 2x is 2 the square variance of x. So it is 4 times variance of x. And variance of x kya tha humko pata hai? Minus this will be 0. So 4 times variance of x. Variance of x is 1.6. So it will be 6.4. Is it? So are we good? Are we good? Good. Understood properly. Good. Yes, Vibhusha. Thank you very much. So this was some of the example related to mean, median, standard deviation, variance like that. And the slide, the PPT which I had shared with all of you is having some more examples. So there's a kind of similar question. I wish all of you will go through this example 28, 29 up to 30. हर कोई बंदा 28, 29, 30 example तक एक बार देख ले. I'm not gonna discuss this because it is quite basic. So we'll be moving. We'll be discussing our some standard spatial probability distribution from the very next lab that will be on Wednesday. And on the Wednesday, we will be discussing about the binomial, is it? So first of all, let me stop the recording.